Joey Logano is your 2025 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion.
On. Well, so
So it's
this is
not the
how I
Sprint Cup
know.
Series. I just
Yeah, I was about to say
I
this is how I
I
know you're
was
in an alternate
so
dimension.
I've been playing NASCAR the game inside line, and it starts with Carl Edwards. He's like the cover athlete of the
Yeah.
game, and it's like Carl Edwards is your NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion.
Are
So I
you
was
playing it
like,
in anticipation for NASCAR 25? Is that what's going on?
no, actually, I was playing the greatest NASCAR game ever created, NASCAR Kart Racers for the Wii.
Oh,
Isn't that a deep cut?
I feel like enough people know about it though now. What's that one? There's
It's it's like NASCAR, not NASCAR, Mario Double Dash,
yeah.
but NASCAR.
Yeah.
Actually, NASCAR Inside Line is definitely one of the best in terms
Been
of
playing
physics.
nothing but the greatest motorsport simulator of all time. Nasty car.
Drafty Car.
Drafty car 2.
Drafty Car is such a fun game. So when I went to Nebraska, I played a full season of Drafty Car. Sorry, on the plane because it was. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull up my. So, dude, I have like the old school Rainbow DuPont car as my sponsor, and it's pretty sick. Because I always decline my sponsorships if I don't like the way the car looks, and then all of a sudden I get like a cool looking. Oh, I forgot.
That's great.
Can you tell?
No, it's all white. Oh, that is sick.
And that's my Xfinity car. It's the Cup
Hell
car.
yeah.
Is it? Oh wait, I forgot I was in the Cup Series. I joined the Cup Series on the plane over probably Chicago,
All places.
or somewhere over Ohio maybe. Um, but that occupied about 10 hours of flying I did in the last, well, it was like 3 weekends ago. But I was from New York to Chicago to Nebraska, then Nebraska to Chicago, then Chicago to New York.
Oh, you're gonna layover. That's gross.
Yeah, it was in Chicago, and I wasn't really a whole lot to do there because it was like a 1 hour layover.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is we had a. I'm not gonna like say the real times because I think it was a bunch of. But say like my flight was like 10 to 11, and then 11:20 was the next flight, and we're sitting there, we're like, we're not gonna make it on time. And then
Yeah,
I
no.
forgot that there's a time difference from New York to Chicago, so it was so funny. And my brother was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get to the airport at 12," and I'm looking at the thing. It's like 10:30, and we're gonna land in 15 minutes. And I'm like, "Brother, we're sitting here for 45 minutes before you get here." And he's like, "What do you mean it's 11:15 here?" I'm like, "Oh, you're right." The time difference screwed me so much, and
Yeah,
like
I've never
everything
flown over a time difference. I've driven over a time. I drove to Nashville, and that's in Central Time. But
came
when
an
I
hour
flew, it
younger.
was yeah, I did, and then I became an hour older, like later that day.
There was like
But
that
no, when
one.
I flew, it was to New York.
Yeah,
You remember?
yeah, I do remember that. We were just becoming friends then.
Yeah.
There was that one episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody when they're on the plane and they're crossing over the international date line, and then like they travel in time. Where like all that would happen is the clocks move.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing was like they were going back in time, and it was like Groundhog Day, I think, if I remember correctly. Someone can correct me,
My
but
my papa used to say that he's lived the same day twice because he crossed over the international date line and then crossed back over it.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah. He crossed over to like midnight, I think. And so when he got there, it was like the next day, right? And then the
Mhm.
day had ended. And so then he crossed back over the international date line and it went back to like, if it was like Wednesday, Thursday, he goes
Mhm.
from Wednesday into Thursday, right? And then Thursday's ending.
Yeah.
And so then he crosses back over. And then where it would have been Friday across the international date line, he's back in Thursday or,
But isn't
whatever it
the
was.
international date line in the middle of the ocean?
He was in the Navy.
That would make sense. So he's just doing
Yeah.
circles in the water.
Yeah.
All due respect to our military. If this is mirrored, that should be the right way. That's my left arm. I was a Boy Scout. I know this. Scout's honor.
Mine
It's my
is
Pinewood Derby trophy
incorrect
right there.
on the video, but then it'll switch around when.
That's actually a Powerade bottle, but then behind the Powerade bottle is a Pinewood Derby trophy. First place, first year.
There you go.
Yep. I think is my car up there? Oh, they are. Maybe that's a subject for a different video, but I'm not gonna get up. I'm comfy. This chair is very comfy. It's my old grandpa's chair.
You look a little sleepy.
Yeah, so do you want me to give you the rundown of my last couple of days?
Sure.
Um, so what day is it?
Today's Thursday, almost Friday.
It's Thursday, almost Friday. So Tuesday was game three of the ALDS,
Hmm.
Yankees Blue Jays. I worked that game. Fantastic game, but it started at 8 and I got home at 1:30.
Gross.
Then game four of the ALDS, again at Yankee Stadium. I worked that. Long day, just we lost. It sucked. So I got home today on my first day at my new job. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say just because HR, I don't know. I know like a lot of sports teams don't like when you like speak on their behalf. I don't know. But that training was today. I got back at like 7:30. It's 11:13 right now. I watched the Islanders. We lost, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, and tomorrow I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. Very early at 8. Well, not very early. It's 9 a.m., but I'll be okay. I've had quicker turnarounds.
That's
Um,
a interesting series of days. My Tuesday I spent working, and then Wednesday
nice.
I had off, and then today I worked. Tomorrow
Mm,
I work on my day job.
yeah. Don't quit it.
I'm
S-
I am trying to convince myself not to. It is
Speaking of, no, sorry, keep going.
no, I really had nothing. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Speaking of NASCAR video games, the time is 11:15. Um, NASCAR 25 comes out in
45
about
minutes.
45 minutes. I pre-ordered it. I have the gold edition. I'm
I
bougie.
have to wait a month.
That's so upsetting. I was gonna
It
stream it.
is.
Honestly, if this goes up quick, it won't come up, it'll go out tomorrow. But I might stream on this account, the new game. Um, Perhaps. I feel like that's a fun topic because we missed a couple of races. We missed a race
Yeah.
for the podcast. Just I was whatever, not important. No one's gonna ask. If you ask, not gonna answer it. Leave a comment. Ask me why we missed the first episode. You'll get a
Yeah.
big up yours, a good old
Yeah,
fashioned
right.
New York up yours. Um,
I didn't start set a lap for when we started the recording because I didn't know when we started recording. So I'm
you
gonna
know
have to
what?
go back and find where we started this recording.
That's fine. We're just wherever the conversation takes us. Let's just say we started at 11. It's 11:15.
Yeah, sure. Well, I
Um,
have 11 minutes of timer, so that wouldn't make sense. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
I wasn't
I'll look at
counting.
it tomorrow after I get off work,
Yeah,
and I'll edit it. So this will probably go out Friday
yeah.
afternoon.
I think
Uh, Kansas, the one we missed, the one that got away.
yes. I
Um, what?
That was a long time ago. It's 2 weeks. Um,
It feels like forever ago. It really does.
my memory is just so fogged from every single
Yeah,
race
mine is
because
too, and I've done significantly less than yours. Like I barely remember the Roval. I had to remind
like
myself what happened.
I was in Binghamton visiting my girlfriend for a little bit. We watched the race. Did we watch the race together? Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Um,
My first ever real legitimate boss in a job was from Binghamton. Binghamton.
really
Yeah, he was the chef at my Italian restaurant that I was a dishwasher at.
nice. Gotta
Yeah,
love.
that's how I
Who
found out the Binghamton Devils existed.
Binghamton Devils do exist. Hockey team. I've
Correct.
been to
So I
the
think
game.
he was
They had
a new.
2-for-1 tall boys, and me and my girlfriend went, and we drank some beer and watched some hockey.
I think
It's
he
pretty
was
fun.
a Jersey Devils because of the Binghamton Devils. But actually, he might have
Yeah,
been
that makes sense.
yeah, but he might have been a Rags fan. I don't remember. Yeah.
God,
I still need to go to a Swamp Rabbits game over in Greenville. I've been meaning to. I've heard they're
that
pretty good, and the
minor league
tickets are
hockey's
like
fun.
$20. Yeah. Trust me, minor league baseball is fun.
Because minor league sports are so much fun to go to because just everything major is getting priced out.
Yeah.
Like they're
Also,
pricing out average trends.
speaking of minor league baseball, the Savannah Bananas are coming to my stadium.
Say that again.
Um, do what?
Start from the top.
No, I don't think I will. We're having three games. Let me see. Yeah, the who is it? The Indianapolis Clowns playing the Texas. I don't remember.
Tailgaters.
Yeah, I think that's them. Yeah, that's them. Thursday, August 6th, and then again, same matchup Friday, August 7th, and again, same
Yeah.
matchup Saturday, August 8th. So yeah,
Wow.
not the actual bananas, but banana ball.
Yeah.
This guy. Hey, you know what
I'm
happened?
a
You know
huge
what
fan.
happened today? You know whose favorite hockey team did win their game today?
All right.
Mine.
Wow. Enjoy it.
I know we're gonna suck the rest of the season probably. We still have a lot of
Probably.
old talent that is not good. Like Tampa Bay got the Steven Stamkos trade very much right.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're
He
fine. My second favorite team, Carolina, also won. I think they played the
must be nice.
New Jersey. I think.
Oh,
I actually don't know. It might have been the Sabres. Really
I
couldn't
was
tell
too
you.
busy watching my Islanders lose. Maybe I'll go backwards for the podcast. I feel like that's a good
Yeah.
move. I've never done. No, I look like an idiot. Um, I'll go forwards.
Let's talk about Kansas.
We could talk about
Uh,
Kansas.
yeah, we
I
can talk about
do
Kansas.
want to talk about NASCAR 25, but we could do that
Oh,
later. Maybe
yeah.
like once the time winds down, I'll have like
Yeah, yeah.
a
When
thing
we get
going.
into when the episode when we get jeez, holy crap, it's my first time speaking English today. I'm so sorry.
Congrats, man. It's a big
Thanks. I've been
moment.
working on it really hard.
It's a big moment.
You can tell I'm doing so good.
Nice.
Um yeah, I don't know. Kansas, I think that was the Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin incident, as Charles Leclerc would call it. There's an incident.
Incident. Just an incident.
Me personally,
Taking this
and
off.
this is like such a hot take because it's a week old, so nobody even cares anymore. But I'm on Denny's side with this one. He was complaining about, um,
Everything.
well, he was mainly complaining about no power steering. I gotta lap that, so I know when to
Oh,
bleep it.
oh my God. I gotta
It's
stop
okay.
doing that. I
It's
apologize. I'm
okay.
from, dude, I name two demographics that curse more than anyone else.
Uh,
New Yorkers, sailors.
Germans and Italians.
Okay, so I got three of the four.
Yeah, New Yorker and Italian, basically the same
And
thing.
a sailor,
But it's okay.
but
You're a
not a
sailor
sailor because people who own sailboats are preppy and stupid and silly.
and live out west in California, probably.
You'd be surprised. There's some around here.
Really. But
Yeah, they're stupid.
he was complaining about power steering. He lost power steering with like 30 laps to go.
I thought
Um,
he lost it like in the middle of the race, I think.
it was towards the end.
Yeah.
It might have been more than 30 laps to go, but it wasn't more than like 70. Because I remember Jeff Burton was saying, "Oh, 30 laps, that's a lot at a mile and a half. You know, if it was a short track, that'd be one thing, but you know,
Hmm.
it's a mile and a half. 30 laps is a long time." Um, and so they go into the corner. Um, dirty air plus lack of power steering equals Denny washed up. And that's exactly what
Yeah.
happened. I think the people that are angry at Denny Hamlin or that are saying, oh, wow, you talk so much about racing clean and then you go and do this crap, I don't think they have the right idea because I don't think that was intentional. I think it was racing hard plus those things. It's for a win. I mean, granted, yeah, you took out two Toyotas and let in a Chevy and you own the guy, own not own the guy, you own the car of the guy that you're racing. But
I could see both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
Like
Like I can
I've been
understand.
on the record to say that like if you're racing for a win, you should do most things. Um, my hold on, my laptop is currently blowing up because I put in our fantasy group chat. The Eagles just lost to the Giants. I hate the Eagles. I'm a Jets fan, but I like the Giants. So I've been getting rage baited about the Yankees for the last 2 days, so I just said Eagles versus the refs. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
But now I got like six texts in a row.
I don't think I ever told you this, but I am like kind of a passive Jets fan just because one day when I was little, I was like, you know what?
The Jets are
I like
cool.
green. I like green. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
I used to have this little it was like a stool that also doubled as like a little storage box. It was green felt, had the Jets logo on it. I had a Jets like hoodie when I was like 8 for
yeah.
absolutely no reason other than I was like, yeah, sure. I knew nothing about them. I barely knew they were a football team.
I have a Jets Braxton Berrios jersey.
Nice. I have no clue who that is.
He's dating Alex Earl.
No clue who that is either.
She's a TikTok personality.
That's why I don't know who she is.
I didn't until I was in college and I wore my jersey to a party we were having during the day.
Uh-oh.
And this group of girls was like, "Oh my God, you have Alex Earl's boyfriend's jersey on." And I like Braxton Berrios because the Jets had a kid reporter come in and interview him, and he was the nicest guy. And I'm like, I like this guy. He kind of looks like me. I'm just significantly less good looking. Um, he's a good looking guy. I could
I respect
appreciate a
a good
good.
looking man.
I respect a good looking guy. Um, and I'm like, you know, he was really cool to this like 10-year-old girl who is asking questions, and I'm like, that's my favorite player. And then he got traded to the Dolphins.
Ooh. The
I think he
Dolphins?
signed. I think he signed with the Dolphins. My three favorite Jets all went to the Dolphins in the same offseason.
Really?
Yes, Braxton Berrios, Mike White, and Dan Feeney. And and there's three like irrelevant Jets, but Dan Feeney was like our, I think he was our second string center. The reason I loved him is because he went to an Islanders game. Like, so Zach Wilson, his rookie year, I'm guessing he took his O-line to an Islanders game. I think that's kind of how that works. And they had the camera on them, and then Dan Feeney stands up and chugs his beer, and then like it smashes the cup on his head, and he's going crazy for the Islanders. And I'm a huge Islanders fan, obviously, so I'm like, yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Uh, and then Mike White, he had a good first game, and then he didn't really do much after. So those are my three favorite Jets, and they're all actually Braxton Berrios is now a Houston Texan. Dan Feeney is probably like a carpenter or something. Where was I going with this?
We were talking about girls at a party saying, "Oh my gosh, you have Alex, what is her name's jersey,
Alex
boyfriend's
Earl's
jersey."
boyfriend. She's on Dancing with the Stars, which I
Don't
love
watch that
Dancing with
either.
the Stars. I am second place in a Dancing with the Stars fantasy league that my girlfriend asked me to
Oh
join.
my God.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know there was a fantasy league for that. It was
If she's
possible.
gonna beat me in fantasy NASCAR, I'm gonna beat her in fantasy Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Like I just picked the correct elimination this past Monday, Tuesday, but she also picked it, so she's like 2 points ahead of me.
Mm,
If she's gonna beat me in any fantasy, like dude, we could do fantasy Overwatch, and
yeah.
she'll beat me in it. But no, we were talking
It's that
about Denny
PhD
Hamlin
in
and Bubba Wallace.
research.
Yeah, it is. Um,
Yeah. Denny Hamlin above loss.
Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace. So where I was going with this is I see both sides of the argument. Um, like I said, like where I was going, I have been on record in this podcast saying that if you're going for the win, you should do anything. Not
Hmm.
anything. The, what is fair? Denny Hamlin, if that move was
For
under his
15th.
own free will, no, his own free will with his power steering, I would be like, you know what? That was a little much, but I get it. You know what? He
Right.
drove it in a little too deep. You factor in the power steering, you're like, okay. But if you do factor in the power steering, should he have been going for that move anyway? Probably not. Um, but then you also think he was driving fine without the power, with no, not
Hmm.
fine, but he was definitely fighting his car, but he was fine without the
He was
power
still
steering,
fast and he was at least second
competing for
place.
the win,
Right.
which, I mean, big props to him. That was
I
it,
think, like
without
me
power steering. That's an
personally,
insane thing to
if
do.
I'm in that situation, my power steering runs out, I'm second place and going in the final corner, I'm gonna go for it anyway because I'm like, I've gotten this far.
Yeah,
I'm still here. Like I'm not, I haven't fallen back to 10th, 12th. I'm P2 and I have a legitimate shot at the win if I can hold on to the steering wheel.
yeah,
And I think that's where, yeah, I think Dirty Air had a small part in it too.
yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, Bubba Wallace also like
We know how this car
was
is with
side
Dirty
drafting a
Air.
little bit going into the corner.
Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of reminiscent of Larson Bush, Chicagoland's
yeah,
2018.
like he was
Um,
pinched.
yeah, like it's kind of the same thing to me, or at least
Hmm.
similar. And then you think I remember if I remember correctly when Kyle Larson spun, granted they were way ahead of third place, but Kevin Harvick ended up passing him for third
Yeah,
or for second, and so Larson ended up finishing third.
yeah. Which
It's I kind of view it as the same thing, or at least similar. They're both justifiable because it was hard racing for the win. Just this time, driver that doesn't um, benefit either of the two main contenders in this battle ended up winning the race. Right. With Larson Bush, one of those two won. With Bubba, Denny, neither of them won, and it was a Chevy when they're both in Toyotas. You've muted yourself.
so that part I didn't really understand. I'm like, oh, we gave it to a Chevy. It's like, oh my God, the Empire is winning. Like they
Yeah.
blew up Alderaan. No, it's like I don't really, I don't know. I don't like the whole team thing. It's like, does it really matter? That doesn't matter unless something like this happens. You never
Right.
see the team game unless it's one super speedway. But like, we're like,
Say, I
oh,
want to
because
see.
both of them were like, oh, we gave it to a Chevy. We're like, does it matter? I'm a
Yeah.
Chevy guy. I drove a Chevy Cruze. Her name was Leia.
Um,
She has since broke
so
down and went to
actually,
car heaven. Um,
currently Chevrolet leads the points by 30 over Toyota. I don't know how they score points. The cumulative points total for each racing manufacturer. I don't know how they score points because there are significantly more Chevys than Toyotas and Fords,
I
especially
wonder if they do
Toyotas.
like if there's like eight Toyotas, they probably do the top eight of every manufacturer.
Potentially, yeah.
The top number of how many cars are in the lowest manufacturer.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
Chevy has two more wins than Toyota, 14 versus 12. They
Okay.
have 1,170 points over, uh, and then Toyota has 1,140, so they're 30 back.
Yeah.
Ford is way back, six wins, 1069 points, so 1,069. They're back 101.
Nice.
But so that's where the manufacturer. I don't know. Granted, this is also post Roval, and a Chevy won that one too.
Hmm.
So it's possible we could be looking at a 13-13 high as far as wins for both manufacturers. Because if a Toyota won um, Kansas, that'd be one less Chevy win and one more Toyota win. And then, of course,
Right.
the conversation, the 40-minute conversation we had in episode one after Darlington about SVG at Charlotte. Turns out we might actually know at least a little bit about what we're talking about.
Seems like we do. We called it that he was going to win. We just thought maybe that win would put him in the round of eight. Never did.
Yeah, it did
He
not.
didn't. That's
Speaking
where
of the
that
round
one.
of eight,
Yeah. Hit me with it.
interesting. I looked at the points. So again, the gap from first to the cut line is very small. Denny Hamlin has 8 points over the cut. And I think once again, the gap from last to the cut line is quite large comparatively.
Yes.
Joey Logano is 24 back, which is not the end of the world by any
Right.
stretch of the imagination. However, again, comparatively, it's a pretty big gap. It's three times the gap from Denny to the cut.
Yeah.
So if all eight drivers just have a mediocre day, Logano's probably out. The other thing I wanted to talk about that we
It's
didn't
Joey
get
Logano
to,
at Vegas though.
yeah, um, real quick, I wanted to talk about. I wish I could see the standings after, um, or like before the Roval after Kansas because I made a comment in the last episode that we did, which was 2 weeks ago, about basically I think it was something like whatever the playoffs standings are at the end of Kansas are probably how they're going to finish after the
Hmm.
Roval.
Yeah.
And I think that wasn't totally correct in the end because I think Logano was out pre-Roval. And God, I really wish I could. Actually, I might can go to Racing Reference and see. It might tell me. But basically, I was kind of like I think where they finish at Kansas in terms of the points is where they will be after the Roval because I don't think it's that unpredictable to the point where too much would change. You also have had
Right.
two races to build this up.
Hmm.
So let's see. This is pre-Roval. When is this post-Roval? Let's see pre-Roval.
See if I can find it.
Kansas top eight: Larson, Hamlin, Bell, Byron, Elliott, Blaney, Briscoe, Logano, Chastain, Wallace, Reddick, Cindric out. Now the standings. Um, what did I say? Chastain, Wallace, Cindric, Reddick. Yeah, no, yeah, that's who was eliminated. So actually, no, I was correct on that one. I was 100% right. I'm a little surprised by that.
Yeah.
Those four drivers were eliminated. Um, which also goes in. So I don't know. Have you done your playoff bracket challenge thing back in the
I
beginning of the
never
season of
did.
the? You never did?
I mean, I have my like round by round. I could tell you who I thought was getting eliminated.
Yeah. I'm looking at
Um,
mine now. I once again had only one wrong. I had Reddick in, and he did not make it in. He was replaced by Briscoe, who did.
I
My final
had.
four are Byron, Bell, Hamlin, Blaney.
Okay. I mean, I
Might
could
seem like
tell
a
you who I thought was getting eliminated going into the round of eight. I had
okay.
Reddick, Chastain, Cindric, and Bubba.
And those are the four that got eliminated.
Yeah, look at that. Turns out we do know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we just
And I
might.
honestly, what's a better time than the present to give my round of four predictions, if I
Well, I
could
just
grab
told you
them.
who I've got.
There's a pen right in front of me. Now there's not.
I was gonna say earlier, it might come as a shock, me being a Larson fan, predicting that Larson will not make the round of four.
The way he's been driving, I can't expect.
Yeah, unless he pulls off. I mean, Larson, Bell, and Logano, I feel like are the three to beat at Las Vegas point blank period, regardless of the situation or the time of like the when we are in the schedule.
Yeah.
Because those three have won like the past, I don't know, what, 5, 6 races at Vegas.
Hmm.
So I feel like if Larson wins at Vegas, I mean, obviously if Larson wins at Vegas, he's in. What is it this round? Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville. I feel like if Larson doesn't win Vegas, he's out.
If who
I
doesn't win?
Larson. If he
If he
doesn't win
doesn't,
Las Vegas, I don't think he makes the round of four.
yeah. I mean,
Larson has
look about it.
terrible luck at super speedways, and I don't think he's very historically good at Martinsville.
I mean, look, you have Byron and Hamlin, who have far and away been the two best all year.
Hmm.
They just need to stay consistent and they'll move on.
And
Um,
Bell, I would actually say that Bell's been a better driver than Hamlin all year. If you because
I mean,
Hamlin didn't get his win till what, New Hampshire? Or no, was it Martinsville Spring?
I do you think it's safe to say Briscoe's not moving on, even though he's been
I think it is,
so? I mean, I
unless
don't.
he pulls a miracle. I think
Yeah,
again with him, he could win Vegas. I don't think it's necessarily that likely. I think it's
yeah.
possible, but if I don't,
I
I think with Larson, if he doesn't win Vegas, he gets eliminated. I think those two are both kind of in that boat.
I think Briscoe definitely needs to win. Um,
Yeah.
I think Briscoe's gone. I don't want to count out Logano as. much as it pains me to say, I don't want to count him out.
Yeah. Like I
I
said,
mean,
it's
listen,
been
I'm not a huge Logano hater. It's not my favorite. There's other drivers I'd rather see advance, but
yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah. I'm not
Logano.
a fan of Logano, but that doesn't mean I hate the guy.
Yeah, the hate I don't understand, but some of his fans are a little much.
Yeah.
Um, I mean Briscoe, I almost want to say I see Elliott moving on.
Yeah.
I kind of do. I just have a feeling. These are three tracks that he's good at,
Yeah. I mean, Talladega, it's kind of crapshoot, but
but he's good there.
he has been. I don't know if he's been good in the Gen 7 there, though.
Maybe.
Because I know
I
he's
mean,
won there, hasn't he? Or am I lying to myself?
because I think Byron's going. I don't even know if Hamlin's going, but I think Byron and Bell, they're not locks, but it's an upset if they don't make it. So that
Right.
leaves Logano, Elliott,
Not locks, but favorites.
Larson, and Hamlin. And I could, you know what? Logano's been sneaking by, but I don't think can afford to just sneak by this round because looking at it,
Hmm.
he's 24 points. But also, I would not be surprised if he won a Vegas. That's the
Oh no,
thing.
Chase Elliott has won Vegas. Talladega in a Gen 7.
Yeah. Um. I mean, yeah. The top five are under a blanket.
Hmm.
So any of them, it's not like Bell is not as favored of as Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, or Byron,
Yeah.
just because he's 4 points back. He's like I think he's still a favorite to make it, even though he's below the cut line.
I love this round, but I wish it was early in the playoffs
Yeah.
because you have a situation at Vegas where the cream rises to the top.
Oh yeah.
You have Talladega where it's
Anything
just
can happen.
throw names in a hat, pick out four to take out to
Hmm.
eliminate, basically. And then Martinsville's kind of the same way. A little bit more cream rises to the top, but definitely a heavy playoff shakeup.
It's all about qualifying,
Yeah. And even
and
then,
pit
like,
strategy.
because the track is so small and really even so narrow, like you can get caught up in a lap traffic problem. Like you can be the leader and lap traffic wrecks and you're caught up in it and your day's done. So
We could
it's
piss someone
also
off at
yeah,
Vegas, and then you just get dumped,
yeah,
just like Logano and Kiss, Kenseth.
Kenseth. Yeah.
Um,
But I think well Logano that was Kansas to Martinsville, but
yeah, but similar
I
track.
think Kansas was a cutoff. But no,
Hmm.
I get what you're saying. But like I wish this round, if it were possible, which I don't think it is realistically, I wish that it was earlier in the playoffs because I don't like the unpredictability of picking the four people that go to one track for a championship.
Hmm.
Like, if it were taking 16 people and going, all right, cool, we're gonna put a monkey wrench in there and just freaking shake it around a bunch, and whoever gets eliminated, you're gone for round one. Fine, great, whatever, who cares?
Right.
And then rounds two, three, and four, or rounds two and three, make it more about being skilled.
Hmm.
Now, I warrant that drafting is a skill that not everybody has.
Yeah.
See Austin Dillon, or not Austin Dillon, Austin Hill. Um, see Kyle Larson. So it's you can't leave out a super speedway or a drafting track in the playoffs
Yeah.
because of the fact that there are people that are good at it and people that are not.
Right.
But the other side of that is it's still a crapshoot, and
Right.
anything can still happen. And you can
Agreed.
be Kyle Larson and find yourself when you can be Ricky Stenhouse and win the 500, you know,
Hmm.
and or you could be uh like Blaney, who's won what like three of the last four Talladega races in the fall.
He's won a lot of them.
Yeah, you could be Blaney and get taken out like lap three. So like my thought process with the super speedways is um drafting is a skill
Yeah.
that is important to have, but it only you can only be so skilled.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And at a super speedway, it's definitely better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it should be in the beginning of the playoffs. But still
I
in
would say that to place well in the first two stages, it's all about skill and positioning. To survive till the end, it's luck.
Mhm.
That's why you always see the same guys up front. You always see the Penske guys. You always see the RFK guys up there.
Like
I don't
I
think that's
think
luck.
if we were still in the old days of NASCAR where the pack was very strung out and it was like Bill Elliott coming back from two laps down to win at Talladega in like 1987 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was
Like
wild.
if it was still
All
like
under green.
that, yeah, all in agree. If it was still like that, this is going to get into a different argument, but I think this could be one of the biggest arguments against a playoff format that nobody really talks about is
Hmm.
that super speedways just mess everything up.
Yeah.
Like what I was getting at is that if you go back to this old era where the pack was getting strung out and it really paid off to be able to have a car that handled well, because if you
Hmm.
didn't, you'd have to lift in the corners and stuff, and drafting didn't have as much of an effect as it does now. Then sure, put playoffs in because the cream will still rise to the top. You'll still have good guys winning the races that they should.
Hmm.
Right. But now in an era, which we've been in this era for a while, but in an era where anybody can win a super speedway, and now we have three drafting tracks. All three of them have two dates on the calendar. That's six drafting tracks per year. Two of them are in the playoffs. Like
Hmm.
it's so much of a crapshoot. I think that should be and could be, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Yeah.
It should and could be the biggest argument for a full season playoff, or a full
Yeah.
season point system.
This, I agree.
Because there
Um,
the randomness of it all means less.
right. It's like it's just another track they go to, but for this, it's such a big deal.
Right.
Um, I mean, I personally love the drafting tracks. Like from an
No, I
entertainment
do too.
perspective, they're fantastic. I
And
love
I
them.
get it that it's like a big headline of like,
Yeah,
we're going to Talladega, anything can happen. You're going to want to stay out of trouble, otherwise you can get
but
eliminated. Okay, sure, I'm going to stay out of trouble and finish three laps down, but still like with a car in one piece because I may finish three laps down, but that's like that could be 12th.
it's also just like risk versus reward,
Yeah.
which I feel like is an interesting concept. Um,
Yeah.
I will say, um, could take a quick break. I have to run out really quick. I'll be back in like
Yeah.
5 minutes. So where we left off, we were talking about the ongoing war between Israel and Palestine.
Right. Actually, apparently, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that there has been peace
A
signed.
ceasefire.
Apparently, Trump has like forced Netanyahu or whatever his name is to agree to a ceasefire.
Bibi Netanyahu.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Effectively claiming it as like a Palestine win. Anyways, that's
Doesn't
world
matter.
politics that I don't want to get
It
into because
ends.
it's not NASCAR.
Yeah. Someone's gonna be upset that we made a joke about it.
Someone's upset. Someone's gonna be upset if we didn't.
Greg.
Correct.
He's a big
Anyways,
fan of the Middle East.
yeah,
So
big
I've
fan of
learned.
the geopolitical climate in the Middle East.
Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
Let's talk about the Roval instead.
I like that better.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
We were somewhere with super
Speaking of
speedways.
terrorism,
It's gone from our minds. It's late. Uh, on behalf of Scott, I apologize. We
do
apologize
not
for.
apologize on my behalf. I would like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely nobody.
I'm apologizing for us being gone for like 2.5 minutes and losing our train of thought. But in our
Nope.
defense, it's
It's
late,
gonna
and
cut
Scott
from
had
the
to take
moment we leave.
ibuprofen.
Yeah, so my wisdom teeth are so you know how your teeth they grow that way or they grow that way?
Yours
unless you
are
keep it
going this
growing
way.
that way, and it hurts.
That's so. No, so in that split second of magical editing that you guys will see, we were gone for like 2.5 minutes, and nobody
Hmm.
knows what we were talking about because that's just how it works. Anyways, to the Roval,
Politics.
uh, three people crossed the finish line backwards, and I don't think enough people know that.
It's three more than the average race.
Correct, but it's one more than people have seen videos about because
Hmm.
I forget where I saw it. I saw it on Instagram for sure because it's all I'm ever on these days. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. Don't. Uh, Somebody had to find like Daniel Suarez's onboard to
Hmm.
figure out who spun across the start finish line in front of Hamlin and Chastain, and it was that guy, AJ Allmendinger, and the reason he spun was because Daniel just overcooked it into the chicane because he's
That
just
happens.
he's just a silly goose. He's just a girl. I'm just a girl.
Hmm. That's such
Um,
a sad saying.
it really is. I was
It
just having
takes
this
away
conversation with my
from.
roommates earlier.
It takes.
You muted yourself. It takes
It
away
takes.
from.
It takes away from the ongoing struggles and prosperity and success of our queens out there
Okay, all
to
right, all right.
just to narrow them down to just girls.
I thought you were going to somehow tie it into the Middle East. I'm not going to lie.
Nope, that's me, a
It takes
feminist.
away from the active, ongoing disparagement, if that's
Hmm.
even the correct usage of that word. I don't know. Anyways, so SVG did exactly what we said he would. What we talked about him for 40 minutes doing. We talked about him probably winning the Roval. Not
It,
guaranteed,
he's
but
probably
a pretty
half
safe
of
bet.
our conversation topic
Yeah, yeah. Episode
um,
one. So if anybody
of
wants to go
every.
back to episode one and compare what we thought then going into the playoffs as a whole versus what actually happened now that it's behind us, um, that's your problem. I'm not going to do that because that's a lot of work. Someone's more dedicated than I. But
I found it. Follow us on TikTok.
follow us on TikTok.
I
Scott
run
found
the
it on our
TikTok.
TikTok. Um,
One of our videos was about to hit 1,000 views and then it stagnated. This
oh
one,
no. What are
the
we
new
at?
one, we're at 916.
Oh no.
It climbed up there quick and then it plateaued.
It's a logarithmic function. But
Can I
no,
like
the one
sidebar
thing
quickly?
that sure.
Speaking of our TikTok, the moment we made that and I posted our first video and then I went on to like the For You page, the first TikTok was like, "Oh, I see you on your secret second account." And I'm like, "Whoa,
It's not even secret, man.
it's Big Brother's always watching."
Yeah, I guess. The one thing that SVG did not do that we kind of sort of predicted he would was win his way into the round of eight. It's so late. It's not even that late.
It's
It's not the latest recorded session we've had. That was
if
episode four.
I don't have bourbon with me this time.
Yeah, I have uh what is this? Lavender air freshener.
I
Lavender
have
vanilla. And
the
I have
thing keeping
water.
me going is the fact that NASCAR 25 is coming out in 4 hours, 4 minutes.
4 hours, oh God.
I would not stay up if it was 4 hours.
No, I don't blame you. The one thing
Like,
keeping me going is it comes out for me in a month.
wow,
I'm
I
very
won't
upset
play
about
it for a month.
it. You'll
Just kidding.
abstain on my
I'm
behalf.
so gonna
Oh,
play
you're
it.
dude. I wouldn't blame you if you
I'm gonna
didn't play it for a month. I'd be like, Scott, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay up till my wisdom teeth surgery
You should just
at 9 a.m.
you should just stream it in our Discord, in our private Discord with like the NASCAR group chat.
I
And
don't know
so
if I
then if
can.
anybody joins and wants to see it, they can just pop in. What is
I don't know if I can
happening? It
do
sounded
that
like
because I
somebody
don't.
was getting tased in my living room. Good Lord.
You want to check on that?
No. I'm next. Oh, hey.
I knew I've been I lost my taser. Is that Greg?
It's Tyrell.
Oh my God, hi Tyrell.
Um, anyways, that was interesting.
That was.
Uh, I'm leaving that in. Screw it.
What is the first NASCAR game you remember playing?
NASCAR Thunder 2002, the year that I was born.
This year I was born. I didn't play it then because I was just a little child.
I didn't play it then either, but I played it very much after. I
I
was gifted an Xbox the original Xbox, by my sister's father. He had one, and we just kind of put it in my. Actually, he was gifted me an Xbox, but that's not what I played it on. I played it on a PS1. I had
Wow.
NASCAR Thunder '02. You only had 18 cars in a race, which is weird to experience because I was like, why are there not more? But anyways, I had like MLB 98, Madden 99. It's great.
Hmm.
I had Driver 2, great game. I had Midnight Club 2, also a great game.
I remember that.
No, that's the
I
first NASCAR game I played was NASCAR Thunder 2002.
my first one was NASCAR the game Inside Line. Came out like 2012, 2013.
10
But I
years
got it
after,
when it
yeah.
came out because that's like that was like one of my first consoles. I was like 10. Got a 360, played it. And now me and my brother still go back and play it because it just is so good.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then I was big on the Heat games. I didn't like them, but I played. I have an ungodly amount of hours on NASCAR Heat 4. It's not okay. Actually, Heat
Can
5,
we
I think.
really quickly, because I can tell where this is going, can we really quickly do predictions for actually I'm gonna talk about stats real quick. So I have some interesting ones. They're not all that interesting, but they're interesting to me. Um, we did miss a good bit. Corey Heim got his 10th win of the season. So it's the 11th, 10th win. Got his 10th pole as well of the season. Um, this is not in the right format. Stand by. There we go. There was something with the date, I think. Where's my scroll? There it is. October 3rd, right? No, it wasn't there. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm looking like an idiot now, and I'm wasting a lot of time for
Uh,
nothing. Um,
I could
I
have
think
been
that was
talking
all I had
about
for
NASCAR
trucks.
inside the line.
It's okay. We will talk about that. I know we will because I also want to talk about some NASCAR game stuff because that's the big news this week. Um,
It's the big
oh
news
wow, there
now.
have been
NASCAR
uh
25 is ready to play.
uh
Look at that.
the Xfinity race at the Roval. I think you're gonna like this.
It's dark.
This might be worth the wait. It was the 1400th race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Wow.
So pop the champagne. It was the 90th road course race. Connor Zillis got his 10th ever pole. And he got his 10th win of the season. And it's the 88 cars 25th win all time.
Wow.
That was October 4th. Let
Good
me
for that
check that
car.
real quick. Saturday, October is the 135th race in October. The fourth of a given month has had the most races um, by two. It is 57 races. It leads over the 25th. The 25th of a given month is at 55 races. I keep scrolling past it. I'm really bad at this whole podcasting thing and keeping my stats straight. I probably should have taken notes on my phone, but it's okay. It was the fifth race on October 4th. That was the cool thing that I saw earlier. Um,
So how does that give us any playoff implications?
uh, what's the Rick Allen saying? I forget it. I don't remember.
Championship implications.
Was it implications? I thought it was
Hmm.
something else. For Cup Series, thankfully they were the only series at Kansas this week, I believe.
I think so.
No, they weren't. I'm not gonna go over Xfinity Kansas stats because that's fine. Um, Cup had their 40th race at Kansas Speedway and in Kansas because they've only raced there and it's the only name that they've given for the track. Briscoe got his 10th pole all time. Um, also was Toyota's 205th pole all time. Not much else happened with that race. It was the fifth. No, let me not say that because that's wrong. Um, the Roval, the second race under this layout. The first changed it in 2024, and a little hairpin turned 7. SVG's fifth win of the season. Same goes for the number 88. It was Chevrolet's 880th win. That's a neat coincidence.
Yeah.
880 and got it done with the number 88. We're pretty close to 200 or 900. Sorry. Good Lord. I think, you know what? I'm going to make a prediction right now. Write it down. Bookmark it. I think Chevrolet gets 900 wins next season. We have 4 races to go
Hmm.
and then 36 races next season. That's 40 races. So that means Chevrolet would have to win half of the races,
Yeah.
and they are one third of the total manufacturers. Chevrolet's gotten 14 wins this season. I might want to take this back. They got 15 last season. They got 18 wins in 2023 and had
And
19 in 2022.
they're 12 away.
They're 20 away.
Didn't you say
They're
888?
no 880.
Oh,
Yep. So I think
could happen.
Chevrolet's at 14 now. If they win like two or three of the last four, that puts them at 16, 17.
Hmm.
Do not do the conversion. And then that'll put them at what, two, three more, 882, 883, which would mean they need 17, 18 more
Yeah.
to get to 900. I think it's possible. I think if they don't, they get it like they haven't released 2027 schedule. I think if they don't get it next season, they get it before the 10th race of the season in 2027. But that's
Yeah.
my big long run prediction.
I
Um,
see.
so yeah, that's what I got for stats. Let's go good race, bad race, winner picks, and fantasy for Las Vegas.
Let me pull up the results for Kansas and I'll give us some points.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did do that for Kansas, didn't we?
Let me know when you have them open and I'll give us some points. So last time we left off,
Oh, you wanted me to pull up results for Kansas. I'm so sorry I
yeah,
didn't do that.
because I have our results here. So welcome to the race prediction segment where everything's made up and points don't matter.
Correct.
Last time we left off, Cam, you have 2.25 points. I have 8.25 points.
All right.
And as we're winding down the end of the season, it seems like there's a quick a pull away for the championship here. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna
All
jinx
right.
myself.
Um, this is for May. I need fall Kansas. What are we doing here?
I can pull it up.
What's going on?
I have the
There we
NASCAR
go.
app open.
All right, I've got it.
Okay. So you know what? We were both a little closer than we thought, but no cigar.
Yeah,
Your winner pick was Kyle Larson. Well, I
P6,
say close because we were all on the same team. P6,
P6.
not a win. I had Bowman.
Uh, um, hmm.
Hmm.
Do we do negative points here?
What position did he finish?
P28.
Nice one. Uh, good race. You had Bowman.
P28.
Look at that. I'll give you an X. I had Bubba.
P5.
That was I'll do 1 point for that one. That was a good day for Bubba. You had for bad weekend, Ryan Blaney.
I might have cooked. P24.
That's pretty good. I'll give you 3 points for that one.
How many points?
3 points.
Wow. You're putting me back in the race here.
I had Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. P19. I don't think that's a bad day for him. I think it's an average day for Kyle. Let's be real.
I will do an X. Dark Horse, you had Brad Keselowski.
He ate.
That's a good pick. I'll give you 2 points for that
Wow.
one. I had Chris Buescher,
Chris Busher. He 15.
half a point.
Oh, well.
So I am now at 8 3/4 points. You are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 1/4 points. Huge gap
Huge
closure.
playoff implications. Also, I want to point out that Brad Keselowski started 31st in this race
That's pretty good.
and came back to finish 8th.
Winner,
Also, Ty
good.
Dillon finished 13th. No one talked about that. That's a good weekend for him, I think. I
Yeah,
mean, I know he's in Colic equipment, but I'm pretty sure yeah, he outperformed all of his teammates. Because who else is in Colic? Is it just the 16? I think it might be. Which he
I'm not
finished,
sure.
Allmendinger finished 36th.
Hmm.
I think he got wrecked.
Right.
Because he only did 216 out of the eventual 273 laps that they went.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
got
we're
wrecked
moving
out
on
someone.
to Las Vegas. I have my
Las
winner pick.
Vegas. What do you got?
I think Logano's winning,
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. You ready for mine?
but it is an odd year, so I'm not entirely sure. But
Yeah.
go for it.
I'm gonna go Bell.
Good pick.
I think he does it again.
Who's your good weekend pick?
Good weekend. Hmm. Who's in the playoffs? Wait a minute. You know, now would be a really good time because of the convenience and the oh, of course it happened factor of it all for a non-playoff driver to have a good weekend. Is it am I allowed to pick a non-playoff driver to have a good weekend?
Sure.
I think
We've disputed
Tyler
this in
Reddick
other.
I think Tyler Reddick has a good weekend.
Yeah. I think
So
Chase
my
Elliott's gonna have a good
caveat for
weekend.
picking Tyler Reddick is the fact that he just got eliminated.
Right. I think Chase Elliott's having a good weekend. I have faith in
Yeah,
him for this postseason.
I can see that.
Bad weekend. Do you have a pick
Oh, I
coming
thought you
in?
were going.
I
I
don't know.
don't yet.
I have someone who's come close these last 2 weekends and managed to have it slip right away. Denny
No.
Hamlin.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna go
You could
ooh.
steal my pick, but you just won't make up any ground
Yeah, I
if you're
know.
if you're complacent in second place, which I mean, it's podium.
I think this might be a soccer here. You ready?
Yeah, hit me with
I
it.
think bad weekend.
Byron.
William Byron.
Wow, look at that. I guessed it.
You did.
That's an interesting pick. I feel like Byron doesn't really have bad weekends.
His average finish is 6.3 across 7 races at Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's great. Dark
So
horse
I think
pick.
okay, you go first while I think.
I kind of want to say Ty Dillon carries this momentum, but maybe I might just be 2 weekends off.
I have a question real quick. Did you know that Ty Dillon finished 13th before I said something?
I didn't know it was 13th, but I knew it was a good finish.
Okay. Okay.
Should I? 'Cause dark horses, I want to. I think Hostvar is going to do good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Hocevar. He probably will.
yeah, it's Hostvar.
Oh. Oh man. Let me look at uh, let me pull the Kansas results back up for a second because I this will determine who I pick as my dark horse. Um, and you'll see why in just a minute. This might end up like you. Where did he finish? there. And where's the other one? Hello? Am I?
I don't know.
I have to be crazy. There's no way. Did he not? Oh, he's right there. Hello. Okay. Give me Daniel Suarez. He's
Suarez,
got I don't need this page open anymore. He's got average finish of 13.4,
the
which
greatest
is
driver of all time as his brother-in-law.
which is 10th best since February 2022 at Vegas as far as average finish.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty seems to be a pretty like you can do good for the most part, but then you have one race that really messes you up. Like Ross Chastain's average finish is 5.4. Then he goes Byron with a 6.3, then 7.3 Truex, 8.7
Hmm.
Larson, 11.5 Bowman, 12.6 Logano, then 13.4 Suarez. So it kind of gets pretty low in the field, relatively speaking, pretty quick.
Right.
But yeah, give me Daniel Suarez as my dark horse, like the
Byron.
workhorse. Next up is fantasy, correct?
Yep.
All right, since I've gone ahead and done mine, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my five and the garage, as well as my matchups.
Hmm.
Actually, I'll let you decide the matchups. I'll give them to you, and then you pick, and then I'll give you my picks. So I've got in my starters, it's kind of a like it's more or less a gimme field, but three of the guys in my five I have not used at all. So I'm taking
Hmm.
advantage of it now.
Hmm.
You got Logano, Blaney, Bell, Byron, Wallace as my
You didn't
starting
use any of
five.
them?
I didn't use Blaney, Bell, or Byron at all. I've
That's
had one,
crazy.
I've had one, if not all of them. I think I've had all of them in my garage at some point, and because I never opened the NASCAR app because I'm a silly Billy, never opened the NASCAR app while the race is going, so I never like moved my garage driver over.
Hmm.
So yeah, I've never had a use on them. So
Right.
Logano, Blaney, Bell, Byron, Wallace is my starting five, and then in my garage I have Hamlin.
Okay. I am going to do. I only have two uses left with Larson, so I'm going to put Bell, who I have three uses left.
Mhm. That was another thing is that Logano and Wallace all I have three uses left for them. Hamlin, I only have
I'm
two
doing.
left, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping I don't have to put him in.
I have 4 out of 5 for both Logano and Elliott, so I'm going to use both of them. Um, I have Briscoe. I might use him.
Yeah.
So I need one more.
So who do you have again? You have Logano, Elliott, Briscoe. Who's the first one you said?
Bell, Logano, Elliott, Briscoe.
Bell. Okay.
Um, because I want to save one use for drivers that I think are going to make the final four.
Yeah. Naturally.
Um,
I would say no, I
actually,
know
you
we
know
just
what?
looked at the average finishes. I would say Chastain would be a good
I
pick.
so here's my thought process. I have 3 out of 5 with Byron right now, and I
Hmm.
have 3 out of 5 with Blaney. So I should do. I'm not putting any of them in for Talladega. Well,
Right.
no, actually, no. I'll probably do Blaney for Talladega, but I'm not going to do Byron at Talladega. So I could use my three uses for today, well, Sunday,
Th- This
skip
week,
Talladega, and
Martinsville
then Martinsville and
and then
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. That's something I never thought about till now. Um, I don't really have anyone else that I could say I want to do that with. Because I have two with Larson, two with Hamlin, and
Yeah.
three with Blaney. And I have three with Bell. And then I have three with Reddick, two with two with Bubba. That's surprising. He's my third most used guy. Maybe I'll put Reddick in my garage. I feel like
Okay.
that's a decent. He might do good. If you're right and he does well.
Yeah, I mean he just got eliminated, so it's like of course he would win or race after just getting eliminated. That kind of that thing that we've talked about a few times.
Hmm.
It hasn't quite happened, I don't think, the way that we've kind of envisioned it. Obviously, SVG won the Roval after being eliminated, but it's not like he was just eliminated. you know,
Yeah.
like he was eliminated round of 16.
Right.
Let me give you the matchups here. We got Larson Byron.
Larson, Byron, Byron.
Byron?
Yeah.
I picked Larson.
Okay.
Got Logano Bell.
Logano. If
I
I think
also
he's
picked
gonna win,
Logano. Yeah.
he might win.
Um, which is funny because I think I picked Bell to win. But in terms of fantasy, I've also got Logano over Bell. Blaney Hamlin.
Blaney.
I've got Hamlin.
Okay.
And then Briscoe Elliott.
I mean, that's the pick I would have picked if I wanted to be wrong. Um, Briscoe, Elliott, I would probably do Elliott.
Okay. I picked the same thing. So we're half and half on there.
Yeah.
Quickly looking
You'll
over
get two
who
right. It's fine. That's a good day.
yeah.
Um,
Quickly looking over who NASCAR tells you to pick. Hot pick William Byron. He won at Las Vegas in the spring of 2023. He's finished top 10 in the last five races at Vegas, which is the longest active streak
oh
among
no.
drivers. He's led in the last five Vegas races.
I gotta stop holding my
You good? You all right over
avoid
there?
Ryan Blaney.
Hot pick Kyle Larson, three-time Las Vegas winner. He's finished two and four of the seven races under the next gen car at Las Vegas. He's led
I
more laps than anyone else on mile and a half tracks in 2025. He's led 426 laps, which honestly I don't think means much because he's been doing not great in the back half of the season.
yeah.
But whatever you say, NASCAR.com. Avoid Bubba. Only one top 10 in the last
I
10
was
Las Vegas
planning on it.
races. Average finish of 22nd at Las Vegas in the next gen car. My Loctite is leaking, so I'm going to stop playing with it because it's distracting me.
Um,
Avoid Blaney. Only two top 10 finishes in the next gen car at Las Vegas. His average finish is 22nd at Las Vegas in the next gen car, and he's finished 24th, 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 24th or worse in four of the last 6 mile and a half races. And then your sleeper pick, you ready for this?
yes.
Chas Rastain.
Wow.
Uh,
New guy?
yeah. He's replacing Suarez next year. He's got five top fives at Vegas in the next gen car, which is the most of all drivers. He's finished top 10 in six of the last seven races at Vegas, and he won at Charlotte earlier this year, which, again, also, I don't think really says much because they're different style
Right.
mile and a half. Charlotte has a quad oval. Vegas has a tri-oval.
Right.
So now that we've uh ended the business section of the podcast, NASCAR 25 has been out for 20 minutes. Would
Yes.
you like to talk about it, Scott? I know you would.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about in regard to the game because all I have is a loading screen in front of me. Um, I will say, terrible
Have you
timing.
seen any of the anybody's gameplay videos on it?
Yes, I
Jeff
saw.
Fabiano posted a good one.
What a cool guy, by the way. I
Yeah,
like
I've been watching his stuff for years, low key. I didn't even know he
what
was a
I've
NASCAR fan. I
always been so on and off with him. Like he always just posted these like cool things. I'm like, I forgot how much good his videos were.
Yeah, I used to
It's so
watch his
sick.
GTA 5 roleplay videos, and
Oh,
then I
those
found
are
out
so
at some
peak.
point, yeah, I found out in one of those that he was a NASCAR fan. I was like,
Yeah, he
nah, he's
played
just a
like NASCAR
casual.
Heat. He
Yeah.
like when Heat 5 was coming out, he got like an early access copy of it. And I
Oh,
was
really?
like I thought this guy just beat up
Dude,
criminals.
he would play GTA 5 roleplay and he'd be listing off drivers. I'm like, oh, he's just a casual. And then he lists off like somebody random like Casey Mears or Ty Dillon. I'm like, oh, this guy actually kind of knows what he's talking about. Maybe he's
He
more
knows
than just a
ball.
casual. Yeah. And then I completely forgot about like him and his relationship with NASCAR and like never watched his Heat 5 stuff. I never really watched anybody play Heat 5.
Hmm.
Um I think after like Heat 3, I kind of stopped observing other people play the games.
Yeah.
And then, excuse me, I watched Komodo, if you know who that is.
Hmm.
Komodo is a so okay, this is a weird tangent to go off of, but it I promise it circles back, which is not how a tangent works. But anyways, um I for the longest time was into Scrap Mechanic, the video game. And there's this group of guys that record or that used to record a bunch of Scrap Mechanic stuff. I think a few of them still do, a few of them have branched off into other things. But there's Scrapman, you're dark.
I am.
Scrapman, Komodo, Khan, and then a couple other guys, I think. That might have been the three.
It's
That's
time.
hot.
Denny
But
Hamlin.
Komodo would mention NASCAR stuff, and then they would play BeamNG, and Komodo would talk about NASCAR stuff. And I was like, this guy's like talking about things that casual fans would not know.
Mm-hmm.
He got epilepsy warning on Scott's side of the screen. Sorry, if you have epilepsy,
Ooh,
please
nightmare,
do
nightmare,
not.
nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare. Um, no, but he was so talking about NASCAR. And I'm like, oh, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. And then so I saw Komodo posted a video when he got flown to Charlotte to do the whole NASCAR
Sounds
content
kind of a
creator
loading
early
screen.
access thing.
Mm-hmm.
And while he was there, in some of the clips that he showed that like NASCAR's media team took, Jeff Favignano was also there. And I was like, oh, Jeff Favignano's there. What is he doing there? And then like the next day, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Jeff Favignano's a NASCAR fan. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just forgotten. So then
Yeah.
his his video of NASCAR 25, um, I got a notification for it because I'm subscribed to the notifications on because I'm a good man,
Ring
which
the bell.
you viewer at home, you should do the same to our YouTube channel because
Mm-hmm.
that is what nice people do. And if you don't do that, then you're not nice. And really, what kind of an example is that? Are you going to have kids? Are they going to be as mean as you? I sure hope not. You should like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, turn notifications on. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, I saw his video and I was like, oh, that's so sick. And then like he showed off the paint booth, which apparently nobody that was given early access was supposed to do,
Hmm.
as per Carson, host of our Twitch stream. He's like, yeah, I'm
Yep.
not supposed to show that. And then he said the same thing about ratings. He wasn't supposed to show ratings, and he
Oh,
did it anyways on accident.
do you want me to give you a quick list of the ratings? I have them in front of me now.
They motorsport or motorsport.com, I don't remember which, posted like the top, I don't know, 15, 20 on their Instagram. Let me find it real quick so I can tell you where to start from.
If you had to guess who the lowest rated person is,
I know Jimmy Johnson has like a 56.
Jimmy Johnson is the 40th
So
out of
start
46 7 drivers. Do you want me to go? Do you want me to
start
go?
from Connor Zilic. Connor Zilic has a
I'm
63
I'm
overall.
I'm gonna go from last all the way to first. Burt
No, no,
Myers.
no, 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 wait. All right. Well,
What?
you got to start from first to last because everybody knows Byron's 100 overall. Everybody's been talking about it.
What's
We
the
want to see who
fun
the we want to see who
going?
the bad people are.
That's what I'm giving you.
Yeah, but you're giving it to us first. It's a suspense to know who's the worst.
Let me start from the middle and then go to the front because if we're doing arbitrary lists, then I might as well start in
Well, then
fucking
just start
home.
from the top and go down. Because I was
Byron's
telling,
100.
like, okay, so the yeah, motorsport at motorsport.com on Instagram posted. Oh, it's really bad. A list of some of the drivers and their overalls, and it stops with Connor Zilic with a 63. Like that's the last slide here.
Riley Herbst is also a 63. Martin Truex
Okay.
Jr. is also a 63. Corey LaJoy is a 60. This is the same picture from NASCAR Heat 5, I think, that
For Corey LaJoy.
no for Truex.
Mm.
Cody Ware,
I don't think
51.
he ever took individual pictures for the 500. It would
Jimmy
have just been him in
Johnson
the
is an
car.
84. 54.
Yeah, I was like,
His
that's his
number is
car number.
84. Justin Allgaier is a 40. JJ Alley. Nope, I'm so dumb. Justin Allgaier is 52.
You got to start
JJ
reading the
Alley is
car
50.
numbers.
BJ McLeod's a 50. Josh Bilicki is a 49. Chad Fincham's a 46.
Oh,
Helio
not Chad Fincham.
Castroneves. Elio Castroneves is a 44. And Burt Myers is a 40.
No way. Good old Bert. I think because of Bert Myers being last, that is who I will drive as anytime I race next month.
I am looking at. I gotta see where my boy Cletus is.
Oh, do they have like different ratings for the different series?
Yeah.
Nice. So they have Eric Almirola in the Xfinity series? Please tell me they do.
hmm
Come on.
He's
What's his rating?
the third highest. He's 97.
Nice. Who's the first?
Zillich, 100.
Oh, of course. Who's second then?
Allgaier.
Where is Austin Hill?
Not. They made Sheldon Creed higher than Austin. Well, no, they're the same overall, but Creed is higher. Austin Hill is a 92.
Oh, that's my number. Get out of here. Boo. Also, I hate that you can't make that number your number in the paint booth.
Yeah,
And I watched Goen's video on it today because he got
love
early
him.
access like 2 hours before. He was streaming it earlier.
Hmm.
Actually more than 2 hours before. But he was looking at the paint booth and I was thinking, okay, well maybe it's because maybe it takes away numbers that are used in any of the top three series and maybe even Arca too, right?
Hmm.
So maybe that's why you can't use like the 92, the 91, the 28, the 38, because those are like Xfinity numbers, right? But then the 32 is an option. And the 32 is one of the JAR cars and also I believe a JAR truck.
Hmm.
So it then when I saw the 32, it made less sense to me. Unless
Norm Benning.
it's a licensing deal, which that's the only other thing I can think of is or like a trademark deal where because you know the whole issue with Dale Jr. Lamar Jackson over the 8 trademark.
Hmm.
Maybe they couldn't use those numbers because they were already trademarked by teams, but they could use the
Hmm.
32 because Jordan Anderson had not trademarked the 32. That's the only thing I can think of. Because otherwise you should be able to just use whatever, or at
Right.
least whatever's not taken.
So,
Like I think it should be different by series, right? If you have a cup car, you should be able to use whatever number. Like let's say you want to use I think 15 is unused in the cup series. Maybe.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's a Rick Ware car.
Right.
Like the double zero, for
Hmm.
instance. Double zero, nobody uses it in the Cup Series, right? But then, so let's say you have your Cup car set to double zero, but let's say you want to have the same team in Xfinity. You can't use an Xfinity because Cole Custer exists.
Hmm.
Or no, that's Sheldon Creed now, isn't
Hmm.
it? So then there you have to pick a different number, but you can use something like, I don't know, the 84, which in the Cup Series is Jimmy Johnson, but in the Xfinity Series, as far as I know, is nobody. So it's open. And
Hmm.
then, same goes for truck and ARCA.
Right.
That's what I would like to see, but I think they kind of took the path of least resistance.
Right. The question on everyone's mind that
Yeah.
everyone was waiting. Frankie Muniz is higher than Tony
He is.
Brenninger. I unfortunately entered a unskippable cutscene. I accidentally clicked my career. They're both
Oh
like
no.
47. Well, on that note, my sideways teeth are killing me, and I think it's time for bed because I'm getting up
Ladies
at
and
2 in the
gentlemen,
morning.
boys and girls, everyone else who
Children of
would be
all ages.
otherwise, uh, thank you so much for
Let's
listening.
get ready to.
Thank you so
Sorry.
much, YouTube viewers, for watching. And
Follow the right there, over there. That's
none
where
of the
our.
socials have been anywhere in any of the
It's okay.
episodes.
I'm gonna do it till this
One day we'll
podcast
put
ends.
it. Follow us there, and over there. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram,
The TikTok's popping off right now. You should
Facebook.
go look.
TikTok is popping off. Subscribe to us on YouTube. To ring that bell, turn your notifications on. Do we have YouTube Shorts posted? I don't know that yet.
I don't know. I don't know if I have to log into the YouTube.
You should. It's the same as everything
Everything
else.
else. What is it?
One,
I'm
two, three,
kidding.
four. Uh, no. We post TikToks relatively frequently. Pretty much we post like a batch of them every time there's an episode. There's an episode, and then we cross post them, or at least most of them, to Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
We should have most, if not all of them, on Instagram. Goal is to get them on YouTube too, so we can grow our viewership. But anyways, um, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Apologies about last week. Busy week. Hopefully, it won't happen again. If everything goes according to plan, we will see you people next week. Bye bye.